round and round they go. Hundreds of scale model electric trains, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, every work day in the year. And you know something? These men and women get paid for being train testers. They're testers at AC Gilbert's big factory in Connecticut, some 16 of them in the locomotive assembly department, working side by side with other workers in other departments to turn out the famous American Flyer electric trains. Yes, at the request of this young man of Ogden, Utah, are you asked for a camera's tour of this toy train factory in New Haven, Connecticut? His name is Stephen Anderson. Where to begin this tour? We didn't know until we came to this door. It's marked no admittance because there are always secret projects going on inside. But because you asked for it, Russell Smith allowed us to visit his inner sanctum. He was testing the real-life roar of a diesel engine, one of his latest inventions to reach the market. Listen to that. And what makes the sound? Just a vibrating reed feeding into a miniature sound speaker. But we asked Mr. Smith what his biggest problem in his many years as a creative engineer was. The answer? How to make real smoke. A problem he solved with a clever combination of compressed air, a heating unit, and an oil-soaked wick. Maury Romer, train engineer, gave us an idea of what happens after a new gimmick is conceived. First, a rough pencil sketch leads to a trial model. These are no longer toys, but precision instruments. 500 technical blueprints like these were required for the oil drum loader. And then only after many other steps in business, production, and engineering procedures did the oil drum loader hit the assembly line. Now let's watch it take shape. First, the motor and gearbox is tested. Then it's placed upside down into a plastic railroad platform and attached. A small station shed goes over the motor and gearbox. Now watch carefully because it will begin to make a lot of sense soon. Now a small truck with a driver is hooked onto that lever, half hidden by the station shed. And look, a remote-controlled oil drum loader. The truck moves over to the barrel rack. It hits a trip, falls into the truck. The lever pivots the truck around, and presto, the oil drum is deposited into a railroad car. Now, one idea on the assembly line, Russell Smith goes on to the next, consulting with Ray Smith, director of engineering. But a visit to the Gilbert Hall of Science in New York City proves that the American Flyer scale model trains have all kinds of lifelike action today to add to the excitement of speeding passenger and freight trains. Like Smitty, the walking brakeman, he patrols the catwalk atop the car, striding back and forth continuously. At the touch of a button, this log loader goes into action. Big hooks pick up pieces of timber. Over the car, they're automatically released, and the carriage returns for another load. Or consider these steers milling around in the pen. Now, what happens when the gate is opened? You're right, they file up the ramp into the car. And they can be unloaded the same way, too. Well, here's another remote control special. One button closes the jaws of this scoop, and the bucket then carries the load up to the tipple. The second button releases the coal, which cascades into the car below. Hey, wait a minute, did we order that much milk? Oh, well, meet Joe and Mo, another pair of hard workers. They unload lengths of board. And these fellows are really working on the railroad. Look at that handcart go. Yes, Stephen Anderson, a tour through a toy train factory certainly proves that things are moving fast these days, even with the men like Russell Smith who dream up ideas to keep us all young at heart. We're glad we met him and the others because you asked for it.